The Oracle
ASMR.
It's okay, fledgling. Come now. You're gonna be fine. Take a deep breath. In and out. That's it. Listen to Catherine. Exactly. Just like we practiced. Nice deep breath. Nothing to worry about. Both of us will make sure that you won't lose control. You'll be fine. Yes, we can handle it. I mean, you're good. You've been trained by us. Of course. Fledglings, of course you're good. With any other vampire. I really don't worry about your skill, but must I remind you that I am your sire.
Okay, Odessa.
You coming at me is like
Don't
kitten coming to a lion.
Come on now. Stop it.
I'll stop. What I'm trying to say is that I will be able to stop you. Well, don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't listen to her. Look, we'll make sure that you... Which reminds me,
Stay right
you
here.
really should up your training. I won't stop training you until you're ready. Exactly, let's focus. Now, what I want you to do is just breathe. That's it. Take it all in. Try to relax, as Catherine says. Breathe. And, of course, let it all in. Try not to block it out. It doesn't help. Trust me, it doesn't help. I've been there. Speaking from experience. It's actually better for you to just try not to listen to absolutely everything either. It's like you have to absorb it. Absorb your atmosphere, the surroundings. Just understand where you are. Understand what it is that is around you. It's also about knowing who is around you, what the dangers are, and more importantly, it is about control, discipline. If you find yourself in that situation, then we say go. And at first, the easiest thing is to leave, to run away, to go. But you see, this exercise that we're doing with you is important because if you want to assimilate and try and at least lead a semi-human life amongst them, then you must learn how to be around them without wanting to eat them. It's as simple as that. And this is what we want for you. That too, exactly. While Odessa has eaten people in the past, it is true, including neighbours, you don't need to worry. You're not going to eat people. We've had some tough times, really tough times. There's been some dry seasons, and I think it's made us really strong. This training really came in handy. Exactly. Our experiences anyway. So, yes. Odessa slipping is an understatement. And I say we because it's not just me. Here we go. Contrary to what you might think. Yeah. Okay, it's Odessa slips. No need to go into the finer details. She tries to hide it, but her thirst is I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm far from it. All I'm saying is that you'll have impulses. It's really strong ones. As a new fledgling, you will find it difficult to get a rein on. It can really feel overwhelming, but we're going to teach you some techniques. You're able to get through it. Now, you're probably hearing a lot of the music, a lot of things going on, conversations, noises, clinking of glasses, normal noises that humans make, all of it, the talking, the music, the background, everything. What you need to do is focus like meditation, and focus on what it is that's really, really interesting you. It's exactly like meditation. If you think about it, you're probably picking up on their heartbeats. Exactly. That's right. That's the first thing to focus in on. So, focus on exactly. Deep breath in and out. Exactly. Hone in on it. And out. Try and block it out. That's it. Use the beats to regulate your breathing to their beat. That's it. In. Yes. And out. It's okay to know their location. And you can let your eyes focus on them. And then you just, if you want, of course, simply restrain yourself. So while you have the urge to not only follow that heartbeat, look at you and get close to it carefully, what you'll need to do is do the complete opposite of what your body wants to do. It's harder and it's very important. I know it's hard. Don't be afraid. As I said, we're right here. We're not going anywhere. You're not getting past me, but even if you do, you've got Catherine. Exactly. We're not going to let you go. Nothing bad is going to happen. I know you're nervous. I was nervous. We were both nervous. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. We've got perfectly normal. But you must go through this stage. And we will practice and practice and practice. In fact, we're not going to stop until you're comfortable. And if it's down to Catherine, we'll still be practicing. You could do with some practicing, Odessa. Stop it. The point is, we'll do this for as long as you need. Exactly. And it just gets easier with time. It really does. Odessa ate the neighbor. I did not eat the neighbor. Well, so she could do with some practicing indeed. Maybe one. And technically, can we really call them a neighbor? I mean, they were just a nuisance. They lived next to us. So yes, you did eat the neighbor. Okay. So maybe showing a little restraint hasn't always been my forte. That's putting it mildly. That's what I've got Catherine for. She's a best sister, of course. Yeah, flattery. She's trying to be nice. So we won't focus on Odessa's slips, but we don't want things like you eating the neighbour to happen. It just makes things complicated. Not like she hasn't slipped. I have, and she goes on about me eating the neighbour. Catherine's slips are what? They don't happen often, but when they do, boy, does she really slip up. Come on now. It's not that bad. It's really okay, fine, I won't drop it. Okay, otherwise we can go into exactly how you ate the neighbour. I'm just playing. Stop being mean. Worry. You've got nothing to worry about. It'll be fine. Okay. So how are you getting to the breathing? In. Still a jumbled mess. Well, it's understandable. And you know, it's actually not that easy to do. Not everyone is into this whole meditating thing. Meditating is not as difficult as it sounds. That's essentially what it is. it's like vampire meditating. You're basically trying to focus in on one thing and then using all the strength that you have, mental strength that is, to not do what your instincts want you to do, which is eat the person. Fighting your instincts is hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a fact of vampire life. Crazy right now. As a new fledgling, your urges are just... Understanding your urges will help. Knowing that they'll be there. They are indeed intense. Accepting them. And please, don't feel bad about it. I mean, slip-ups will happen. But, of course, you will feel bad about slipping up and stuff. But that's why you've got us. We're here to train you. We're your sires, so we're training you. We're making sure we will be around as much as we can. Nothing bad happens to you. But we want you to also be independent too. Making sure that you also know how to care for yourself, of course. And as I said, we want you to be happy. We want you to be happy. And well, we know that. We want you to be happy as a human, as a vampire, doing all the things that you used to do. Still feeling you, and you still are quite attached to your human traits. And doing things that you used to do will be important to you. We're trying to make things as normal as possible. So one of the things that we have to teach you is how to be amongst humans while hungry. You're gonna have situations like that for a while at least. That's why we want you to have this opportunity to know how to deal with it. It's true. We've had dry times. You're gonna have lots of situations where you may not have eaten yet. Yeah, it's a common one. Someone's annoying you. That can also drive you into impulses. This happens a lot to me. What? We might have to have a separate session. Don't. Alone. What? Nothing. What did you suggest? Yeah. No violence. Carry on. Yeah, later. Please don't get into any violence with that. Yeah, there's gonna be situations where you're gonna have to do things that will put yourself into situations that are not ideal. And this training is gonna come in at the ankle landing. Trust me. For one, the hunger. Sometimes it's not even that you haven't had something to eat, it's just there. It's a fledgling thing. The urges are real. So even if you think you've eaten, you still need to practice this. Take on something that you can focus on. Good. I'm right here. It's okay. I'm not going anywhere. We've got you. Lose it. Well, we're not letting go. You are, and we're so proud. It's okay. That's actually quite normal. You're doing surprisingly well. I must say, I'm really proud of you, dear Fletcher. I, on the other hand, did not do so well. Exactly. Tell you what, if it makes you feel better, I'm gonna just hold on to you. Just that close. Don't worry, you're not going anywhere. Remember to breathe in and out. In and out. That's it. Focus. If it helps, close your eyes. Okay. That's it, different. Focus, close your eyes. And listen to my voice. You're gonna be fine. You've got this. In and out. And you've really got this. Listen to Catherine's breathing techniques, they help. Just focus on that one heartbeat. That one, the closest one to you. She's really good at these. That's locate it. Open your eyes. see where they are, smell them.
Exactly.
Use all your senses to hone in. And when you hone in, you're going to find the urge. Now that you've honed in on that one person and that beat, it's okay. You can open your eyes. It's okay. You might want to focus on them. It's up to you. It's difficult, right? You just need to now. It's alright. Control. Tell yourself that you're going to be fine. They are there. And while they have something that you want, you will be okay without it. Hold on to my hand if you need to. Squeeze it as tight as you have to. You have right here plenty at home. You'll be here. You're going to be fine. That's it. Okay. That's it. And it will be okay. Worth the wait. Nice and easy breathing. Don't worry, dear fledgling. Now, Catherine has been working on some, yes. So, what should we call them? Jewellery, items, accessories. There are some things that can tide you over. Yeah, for example, this right here, this chain. Things that you should always carry around with you. This. What looks like a so nice ornamental necklace is in fact a little bottle. How cute is that? And it has just a few drops of blood, but it has enough that if my cravings get too bad and all else fails, I have something to tide me over. Exactly. You'll find these very useful. Catherine's going to work these with you and get you something a little more fitting. Yeah. I'll find a way to put some vials into some accessories for you. Yeah. Pretty good. Let them work for you. Something more to your style. So once you've got that, you can comfortably leave the house and know that you'll be okay. They're fairly discreet. You've done some of this training. Yes. Which will unfortunately involve putting you into these situations again. Should be enough. But as I said, you're not going anywhere. I've got you. The fact is, I've got a good grip as well. These situations are gonna happen whether you like it or not. Even if you lose it. Especially if you want to try and function as long as you can. Exactly. You have to get through me and Catherine. And trust me, that's not gonna happen. No, it won't. We're always gonna try and be there for you, no matter what. In the event that we are not available or not around, you'll be confident enough. I know you're worried that you're gonna hurt someone, but you need to be confident. You see, we didn't have someone like us to help us through these difficult times. It's true. We didn't have the training. Things happened, but they did. Difficult times. Tricky times for us. Things that we regret. You have us. That's the difference. And we don't want you to go through those things. We won't let those things happen to you. Exactly. We can't take away the fledgling urges. Should we say. The urges will be there, but we can make it easier, as with all the other wonderful things that come with being a fledgling. But we'll be your things that you have us standing by your side you through them. Exactly. So you're not alone, not in the slightest. No, definitely not. You can come to us whenever you need to. Really lucky. Plus, you're gonna have our training, of course, and which, by the way, It'll be the best training if vampire could want.
Is indeed the best training.
As Odessa has put it.
And want.
Our experience will make our training very, very useful. I am glad to hear that. But we're still doing more.
Yeah.
Odessa's very good at that.
Can never have enough training.
Slacking a bit. The physical side's just one part of the training, of course.
It's good to keep in shape.
It does.
It helps as well.
Helps with focusing the mind, I find. Discipline, any sort of discipline will help. So,
how are you doing?
it's okay.
Yeah, I can see your breathing's eased out, but they're just evening out. Right here. I can still hear it.
Yeah, that's good. You're right here. Not letting anything happen to you.
And you can smell the blood.
Yes. Take a deep breath.
Again, good.
Okay.
And notice that
I've got you.
while your senses are heightened, you can hear and smell. You haven't moved.
Don't fight it.
And dear fledgling,
Take it in.
it's not because of me.
Take it in.
That's all you.
We've done it.
Open your eyes. We're not holding you. See?
You've done it. I told you you could do it. You've restrained yourself. And that takes a lot of work.
I told you.
And actually, it took us a lot of tries to get to this stage. So, you've done incredibly well, dear fledgling. Really well. We're so proud.
Don't lose faith in yourself.
We wouldn't have let anything happen anyway.
And it's okay to give yourself some credit. You said you did much better than we ever did.
Exactly.
Including Catherine, by the way.
Not that there was anyone there to stop us.
I'm talking about your slips.
Catherine as a fledgling is not so
Fine-tuned like she is now.
No, well, Odessa, you as a vampire now is nothing
Fine-tuned and polished.
So please, let's not
Indeed,
go there.
I am a bit more impulsive.
Very impulsive.
Still. But
Just stop.
Catherine's had some times
As you have, as we all have.
she hasn't been able to show restraint.
Stop it. Showing restraint is just one part of it. Knowing that you might slip at times is fine. It's going to happen, but we're here for you. So
We're going to make sure that it doesn't happen.
all the time. I also find it quite useful to sometimes
Go to the person and actually try to have a conversation with them. I find
I don't know.
engaging.
This is one place Odessa and I really do not agree.
And actually getting to know the person makes it, I think it's a little harder to want to eat them. See, I think the impulse comes from the distance, the fact that they're there and you're just hearing their heartbeat. Maybe smelling the blood.
You don't have to go up and speak to them, especially if you're going through an urge.
You don't really know them, so it just makes it so that they're just this thing. So what I recommend is maybe just, if you are going to them, just starting up a conversation. See, now that you've had that conversation, it just makes it that little bit harder to go with your impulses. And that's a personal thing. I don't know if that helps, but it's a technique, and if it works for you, it certainly works for Odessa at times, so give it a try. And it doesn't help all the time, because actually, if I'm really honest, there's been times when I have gone to start a conversation. It's actually gone the opposite way. The more that I spoke to them, the more I wanted to eat the person. Mainly because they were just... personally, I find it even harder to try and communicate. Alright, so maybe don't do the conversation thing for now. You can forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, focus on the breathing. The sounds, yeah. This can get awfully boring after a while. Bored already, sister? Of course it's not our fledgling that's boring, I just mean this. Anyway, just focus on what we've said so far. You don't have to go to speak to them, you don't have to have close contact, unless you want to. Just nice and easy, breathing, focusing on that, and then literally just using all your strength to just try to remain calm, relax. This part, and must I remind you, Catherine, that while we are trying to train, I really am hungry. When are we gonna stop and actually go to eat? This part is an important part, Odessa. Come on. I think she's trying to do this. You're always hungry. When are you not? Don't worry, we'll eat soon. I have something in the car. What example are you showing? Yes. Okay, so yes, we didn't eat 2 hours ago, but this is the whole point. It's important to be hungry so you can let yourself feel those urges. Yes. Being good and know how to deal with them. We will eat eventually, but please be patient. She's never patient. There are some people that just deserve eating, though. Exactly. I really can't. All these things will pay out in the end. Of course, it's easier said than done, which is why I keep emphasizing that even though we're advising this, if you do slip and indulge, we're going to be with you throughout this whole process. It is good for you to know when to stop, so it's okay to have those slips, especially as a fledgling. But you must also know how to stop yourself, because there might be times to fledgling when we're not around, and you're going to use these techniques that we've learned, and that's where you'll really need your strength. So it's important to know how to stop. To do is, of course, know how not to go too far. Well, it's not ideal, but it's good for you to be able to know that you can stop, and it's easier said than done. We will of course stop you if needed, so ignore what I said in the beginning. Listen to what Catherine says. You have to continuously tell yourself to understand what it is you're doing, your surroundings, because everything gets muddled up and you just get so overwhelmed with the feelings that you forget that you're drinking blood from someone. And that's the dangerous side, because it's only after, when you've got past the haze, that everything comes into clear view. So it's important to try and keep those things in your mind, that if you do slip, that you are drinking, and actually you should stop to focus. That's what you try to tell yourself, focus and you'll be fine. I'm quite sure of that. We all have them. Anxiety, nerves. Vampires are funny because we do have feelings. While these are very human traits, the feelings are there. In fact, they're more heightened. Do occur, can occur. Being a vampire, I want you to know that it's nothing to be ashamed of, ever. There's nothing wrong with you. You tell me if anyone ever makes you feel that way. You come and talk to us, to me. Makes you feel like, to Odessa, there's something wrong. There is whenever you need to. Strongest of vampires can have urges that you struggle to find. It's important to know that you're not alone. It's practice, and it is indeed experienced too. It gets easier over time. So there's that. It does. Exactly. Well, I do hope that we'll be going soon because I am, in fact, starving. Yeah. You have 0 patience, Odessa. Come on, Catherine. It's been hours since we worst student ever. Well, the fledgling you have to send non-eating stomach. Some of us are real vampires, Catherine, and we need to eat. I'm very much real. Yes, I am. I'm just disciplined. So, unlike Odessa, maybe you should have a private session with me. She somehow knows how to meditate her way through hunger. Yes, and we can teach you how to do that. One thing is to have an urge. Being physically hungry because you haven't eaten is actually pretty hard. Or maybe you should do more training. But you can do it. It can be done. As we said, practice. Practice makes perfect. Now, I guess we're done here. God. So, I'm really proud of you, dear fledgling. You did really well. I think you've proved that you can get through these difficult things. It's the first of many, and we'll keep doing this until you're absolutely comfortable. Exactly. Really proud of you, dear fledgling. Both are. Really proud of you. Now, let's go. Before Odessa eats someone. Sounds like she needs to do the training more than you do, dear fledgling. Come on, dear fledgling.